5 Questions with Me, EP. Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth. I'm here with commercial litigation attorney Joy Whitmore, and I'm going to ask her 5 questions. Ready, Joy?
I'm ready.
All right. Number 1, what inspired you to become a lawyer, and would your younger self approve of your career choice?
A lawyer inspired me to become a lawyer. So before I went to law school, I was a paralegal and I had no experience. And there was an ad on Craigslist for a workers' compensation paralegal. And I applied and I met with the attorney and was a solo practitioner. And he gave me the job and I worked there for 3 years. And I loved watching him work. He did plaintiff and defense work. He's still working a little bit, I believe. But he had a state attorney badge framed on his wall. And he said he worked at the state attorney's office and that was always the best job. So anyway, after I worked for him for 3 years, I came in one day and boom, I was going to law school. So shout out to Martin Leibowitz.
Yeah, shout out to Martin. He found the only person on Craigslist that's not a killer.
It worked out for me.
All right, number 2. You could represent any fictional character in court. Who would it be and why?
I would gladly represent any captain, current or former, of the Starship Enterprise.
Get Joy's Space Court. Intergalactic. Number 3, if you could live in any era of history, when would it be and why?
So the 1950s just seemed like a weird era of happy days in Greece and Leave It with Beaver and hair and doo-wop, and where people really liked that. I don't know. But I try and ask my parents about it. They're not much help. So I often think I would like to go back to the 50s and people watch.
I really liked the dresses and the hair and stuff.
Me too. Retro.
Yeah. Number 4, what's your proudest moment as a lawyer so far?
So far has been convicting really bad people. In my first trial in SVU, we were able to convict a guy who would prey on the Jacksonville beach bars, pick up women, bring them back, and date rape them. And this was a guy who, drove a Mercedes, very nice, very attractive. And he took his case to trial, and he was found guilty within an hour. And that was a great relief in being able to see how grateful the victims were, how it really impacts their lives. So it was a great experience.
Joy is a rock star trial attorney. If you ever get a chance to watch her in action, you will be so impressed. Last one. Are you ready?
Ready.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
So I don't think I've ever sang karaoke, but in my head, I do often think if I'm ever in that situation that comes up, I want to have the best karaoke song. So it changes, but right now it's that song from Four Non Blondes, What's Going On? It's like, so I woke in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath. Or I just do Sgt. Pepper's, one of those.
Awesome. I had afternoon plans, but now I think I got to get Joy to a karaoke bar to actually watch us in action.
Let's go.
Thanks for joining us today, Joy. Until next time. 5 Questions with Me, EP.